Hi there, welcome. Make yourself comfortable, have a seat. It's so great that you came in. Now, question for you as you're getting comfortable. Have you ever been to therapy before?
No.
No, okay, all right. Well, let me just give you a little rundown here. Just so you know, we do have confidentiality here. So whatever you say in this session stays between us. I'll tell you, there is an exception to the rule though. If you indicate that you are in danger of harming yourself or others, uh, then I am actually mandated to report that, as well as if you indicate abuse of a vulnerable adult or child, I am required to report that as well. So just so you know, those are the rules, but other than that, as I said before, anything that you tell me stays here between us, and you're welcome to tell me, speak your mind, tell me anything you'd like, feel comfortable telling me. Um, or is that okay with you? Does that are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, I am comfortable with that.
Okay, great. Also, before we begin, I want you to know that I will be jotting down some notes as you're speaking, and you're more than welcome to view the notes when the session is complete if you'd like. Is that okay as well?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thank you. It really does help me a lot in this process. So, can you tell me a little bit about what brought you in today?
I mean, the reason I'm coming in really is my husband really was asking me to get help. I don't really know why. I haven't really been able to understand why he thinks that I need to come in and get help. I mean, I've been having some troubles with some paranoia more than anything. At least what he's telling me is that he thinks that I'm paranoid. So he's asked me to come in and start trying to get help.
Okay. And how is it affecting you with this paranoia? What's going on exactly with your husband, um, and how are things going with this worry that you have?
My husband, he thinks I'm crazy. I tell him, these things that I know are happening in my house. On our cell phones nowadays, I feel like the government is constantly watching through the camera in my phone, even if I'm not on it. I can't even have my phone in the same room as me because I know that they're watching me. I know that they're listening to me even when I'm not on the phone.
Oh.
And he doesn't believe me when I tell him that that's happening. And I know for a fact, I mean, when you pull up things on the internet, you can see things will pop up that you talked about 10
Mm-hmm.
minutes ago. I know that the government is just listening in on my conversations, and I can't stand to be around any type of technology.
Sure.
And I
Okay.
know he doesn't believe me.
Okay. Okay. Well, definitely, it appears that this is kind of a troublesome situation for you, and obviously what brought you in. What we're going to do first here is explore you. I'm going to do an intake um, in more detail, and then we'll be able to make more sense of what exactly is going on. Um, so if you'll just, the questions may seem a little, they're all very basic to start. And then they kind of move deeper, and some of them you'll probably go, well, why is she asking me this? Just, if you could just indulge me to answer the questions, I would appreciate it, and we'll just get right through it and get on to helping you with this issue, okay?
Okay.
So to start with, can you please state your full name?
My name is Mary Julie Smith.
Thank you, Mary. And what age are you?
I'm 25.
Okay, all right. And what is your ethnicity?
I'm Asian American.
All right. And what is your religion or religious beliefs, if any?
I don't practice religion.
Okay, all right. Thank you. And where are you from?
I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, so I've lived here I lived in Cincinnati up until about a year ago, and then I moved into the Twin Cities.
Okay. And that's where you currently live now, is the Twin Cities.
Yes.
All right. What kind of activities do you engage in during your free time?
I guess I like to go for walks. I like to read, too. I really like crime novels.
Okay.
That's really about it. I just kind of like to be by myself.
Okay. All right. And are you employed at all at this time?
Yeah, I do work part-time as a waitress.
Okay. All right. Thank you for answer those questions. Now, there's been a lot happening the last few days. I know with things being a little shaky with your husband and the concerns that you're having as well. I wonder if you can describe for me where we are right now.
Describe where we are right now?
Yes.
We're in your office.
Okay. All right. And what city is that in?
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Okay. And what's today's date?
Today's date is April 15th, 2017.
Okay. Okay. And what day of the week is it?
It's a Saturday.
All right. And how long have you been here in my office today? Approximately how long do you think you've been here?
I think I got here about 20 minutes ago, and then waited in the waiting room for a few minutes before I came in to see you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. It's very helpful. So now I'm going to ask you just a few questions to test your memory. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. So can you tell me something that happened in the news recently?
I guess Donald Trump just became president.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Now I'm going to give you a name and address. I'm going to ask you to repeat it back to me in a little bit. All right?
Okay.
John Hershey, 234 Browning Way, Gilbert, Arizona.
John Hershey, 234 Browning Way, Gilbert, Arizona.
Okay. Thank you. I'm going to ask you again for that in a little bit. But now I'm going to ask you another question. Can you please name 5 men who have been President of the United States?
Ronald Reagan, John F. Kennedy, George Washington, George Bush, and Barack Obama.
All right, thank you. Now can you go ahead and tell me the address that I asked you to remember earlier?
John Hershey, 234, I can't remember the street name, but it's Gilbert, Arizona.
Okay, thank you. Now I'm going to do a simple test with you to check your ability to concentrate. So first I'm going to say a series of numbers, and then when I'm finished, you repeat them, okay?
Okay.
All right, so 159.
159.
5479.
5479.
32569.
32569.
Thank you. All right, now let's do this slightly different. Once again, I'll read a short list of numbers. This time when I'm finished, I'd like you to repeat them to me in reverse order. For example, if I said 728, what would you say?
827.
Perfect. You got it. All right, so my first number, 852.
258.
6487.
7684.
And 16548.
84568.
Thank you. And now moving on, I'm going to ask you another question. Can you name for me, and let me know if at any time these questions make you uncomfortable or if you are concerned at all, name 6 large U.S. cities.
Cincinnati, Minneapolis, Los Angeles, Dallas, and Miami. Am I missing one?
Yeah, that was only 5.
New York.
Perfect. Thank you. I'm going to say, what does this saying mean? I'm going to say it to you, and then you can describe to me what you think it means, okay?
Okay.
People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
I don't know what it means.
Okay. That's okay.
I don't even have a guess. I
Okay.
don't know what that means.
Just fine. Nope, no worries. Moving along, if you won $1,000,000, how would you spend it? That's a fun question.
I feel like I would want to spend that getting away from the things that aren't making me uncomfortable. I'd want to just go live somewhere without the technology, with just my husband. I don't know where that would be, I guess. Maybe can't get away from technology these days. I feel like it's constantly following us around.
Sure.
But just somewhere where I can get away from it.
Sure, absolutely. That makes sense. So then I just have another kind of a question to add on to, your worries about how there is so much technology. Why do you think that you and your husband and your concern that you're being watched and that it's everywhere, why do you think you're having this problem that you came in for? Any thoughts on what is causing this?
The main reason that I came in today is because my husband really wanted me to.
Okay.
He thinks I'm paranoid. He thinks I'm crazy for thinking this. And, I mean, it's just, it's constantly all around us. I swear I can see, signals coming from these technological devices that can, beam into my brain and know what
Sure.
I'm thinking. And let me know everything that I'm thinking and everything that I'm going through. And it's terrifying.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that would be very terrifying, and we're gonna keep working on this as we move along. All right. So my next question for you: how have you been feeling lately, as far as your mood?
I've just been kind of confining myself to my house, to my bedroom, really.
Okay.
I don't keep my phone or my laptop with me.
Okay.
I just haven't been doing much. I've been kind of isolating in my room.
Sure. What do you do in there when you're all alone?
I like to read.
Reading. Okay.
That's really about it.
What's your genre?
I like reading crime series.
Ah, okay. All right. Those are fun. So then how are you feeling right now on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the worst and 10 being total and absolute perfect happiness?
I guess with 1 being the worst, I would give it about a 3 at this point. I'm feeling really anxious. I can see your cell phone sitting next to you, and with all of this personal stuff I'm telling you, I'm just scared that someone's going to find out about this through that technology.
No,
I'm feeling really anxious.
Well, you know what I can do is, how about if I completely forgot the cell phone out. Typically, I put it away. Do you want to watch as I turn it off completely?
Yes, please.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. See it?
Okay. Yep.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.